Hey there, and welcome to day 11 of the Amazon 10K challenge, where I'm going to take a product from $0 all the way up to $10,000 every single month on Amazon. And you're on the 10K train too, and you're coming with me. This is day 11. If you've watched every day so far, that's awesome stuff. Today we are going into the details of our listing. So I actually did the description, the dot points, the bullet points, and the title. I'm going to show you how I crafted that to get as many SEO keywords in there as possible, but also to be really appealing to what our target audience wants. If you haven't seen any of the other days, definitely go back to day 1 and go through the first 10 days. They're really exciting and full of a lot of information, and meet us back here. But today I'm excited to get into this. Let's jump straight into this expense sheet over here. We've been going through this every day. Keep track of our expenses. Our budget once again is $4,000. Our goal is $4,000 of profit a month. I'm really excited to start getting into that because I'm getting a little bit bored without having the product. So I'm been sourcing the product, we're getting it into Amazon, and I'm excited to start launching that and show you how to do that and how to make this money finally. So we're at $204 of investments so far. And once again, I say investments because every dollar that we're spending, we are investing in our future. We're investing in our financial freedom, and we're investing in dropping out of school or quitting our job. We're investing in the process and in yourself to give you the skill to become an entrepreneur and be able to work for yourself and not depend on other people to pay you, which is invaluable. And that's why you got to view every dollar you spend or every minute that you spend on this Amazon FBA journey as a positive and as something that you want to do more of, and not as like a chore or a job or a once-off thing that might work, it might not work. So definitely remember that, and don't be afraid to put some money behind your product or put your time into your product if you don't have too much money, because it will do really well if you do. Just to refresh your mind, we are doing scratch maps. And we are going to be trying to get them for $6 each. We're going to buy 500 of them, so it's going to be $3,000, and we're going to use the last $1,000 for this sort of stuff, this software and graphic design and innovating, all the stuff we've been doing so far, and also, of course, marketing. So some ads, some giveaways, some fun things which we'll get into in a couple of days. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you do. Everybody's in the Facebook group. We're all helping each other out. I'm in there answering questions. We're all on the 10K train going through the journey together. So get in there, introduce yourself, make friends, and enjoy each other's company. The link for that is in the description. Once again, this is the Amazon FBA Masterclass 2018. If you don't have access to this, but have been watching this journey so far, you really need access to this. If you've liked this journey, you're going to love this masterclass. This goes into a deep dive, fully in-depth, 10 modules for everything you ever want to know, everything that I've learned and Evan's learned in launching over 20 products between us, and all those questions, all those technical questions that you may have, or all that uncertainty that you have about taking that next step, it's all answered in here. This course will give you absolute clarity and certainty around the whole process and around your specific product. So make sure you check out this course. The link is in the description, and you can save $200 off by using the coupon code that's also in that description for you. All right, so today, like I said, we're going to be getting into our product listing. I'm going to show you how I came up with the dot points, how I came up with the description, how I came up with the title, and the reasons why. The reasons why I'll give you now. It's for SEO. We want to rank as high as possible for the keywords that we went over yesterday. The keywords that are the most searched, but also has the least competition, so we're going to rank the highest for. And we also want to appeal market-wise to our target audience. So we want to know what they're looking for when they're scrolling through the SEO results, and what's going to catch their eye and make them click on our product so that they can buy our product over our competitors. So let's jump into that now. Okay, awesome. So here I am on the listing that we created together yesterday. We went through and created a listing skeleton for our product, for our scratch map. And I've since been through and filled out the title, the dot points, and the description in sort of a draft form. It's not finalized yet, but I wanted to get everything off my mind, off my notes sheets that I've been doing research on, and actually onto this listing so they can be there, and I can come back once we're all in stock, all ready to sell, make some final tweaks, make it a little bit better, make this listing an 11 out of 10, and then we can start selling it. So this is a draft mode, remember, and not everything here is finalized, but it's basically all the thoughts and all the framework that we're going to eventually be using is now on this listing, which is great. Of course, we don't have any photos in place yet, but they will be coming very soon, and that will really finish off the listing. Then all we need is reviews, and we are ready to go. We're ready to compete with the competitors. We're ready to dominate the competition. So I'll pull this back up real quick. This is our journey that we've taken so far. We have found the product as the scratch map. We've improved the product. We've looked at what people want. This is important to remember. We've looked at what people have asked for in a scratch map, what they want to innovate on, what they want different to the one that they've already bought. We did that by looking at our competitors' reviews, and then we added that to our map. When we sourced this map, we wanted to get it bigger. We wanted to get, if I can go back to this, innovations over here, we want to get easier to scratch off. We wanted a beautiful design. We went for a minimalistic design. We wanted it nice and thick, so not too thin and flimsy. Again, minimalistic, and the large one was the biggest one there, actually. I think if we have a unique selling proposition, it's going to be that it's really large, our map. So they're the 5 things that we focused on, and remember, these are using our customers' words, what they wrote in reviews, and what they were looking for when buying a scratch map. So we are also midway through finding and sourcing this product. I'm going to show you the few updates on what we've done with our suppliers, how we've sourced this product, how we're going to ship it into Amazon, how to print those labels, etc., etc. But right now we're still focusing on creating that listing, and I haven't quite ticked this off yet because I do want to come back and finalize before we launch, but we are getting really close to ticking both 3 and 4 off. So that's super exciting. On this listing, you'll see the first thing is the title. So on the back end, you can see under vital info on our listing that we created yesterday, the product name is going to be the title right here. So product name will show up right here. And you want to use quite a few characters. You don't have to fill it all the way up, but you can see I have quite a large title in here. And what I've done is I've both included keywords that I found to be super useful, and I can actually go over because I did fill in these keywords too. I filled in all these keywords based on the research that we did yesterday, and I've now used these keywords and copied them over to the description, to the key product features or the dot points, and in the title, because it's really important for especially the biggest keywords, or the ones that you're trying to compete with, the ones that have the most competition and also the most search volume. You want to make sure they're in all 4 of those tabs, or all 4 of those categories. That's the name, the dot points, the description, and the keywords. Because then Amazon's going to scan your product. They're going to look at the back end. They're going to see, okay, they've included scratch off world map 4 times. Therefore, this product is going to be really strongly associated with the word scratch off world map. And there's a few other things I'm going to be talking to you about to get better rankings on the Amazon search results as we go, such as like sales momentum and purchases under a keyword. But right now, this is the most we can do for SEO, and we're not in a rush to start ranking because I think we are going to run out of stock pretty quickly. So the title I went with is large. Remember, that's the very first selling proposition. That's our unique selling proposition. Our number 1 front runner that people have been wanting and people have been writing in their reviews of other products. Premium, because we always want to be premium, we want to be high quality. We're making sure when we source our products that they are high quality, because we can charge more for them, we get better reviews, and people like them more. Full color scratch off world map. So you can see right here, scratch off world map is the keyword right there. And then I've given the size just so people know how large it is, because once again, that is our number 1 unique selling proposition. So I want to make sure that they know it's really big and exactly how big. Full color makes people think, oh, maybe there's some without full color. And also our map is very colorful. You'll see the picture of it pretty soon. It's nice and vibrant and very colorful, so it's going to match the picture really well. Easy scratch technology. Now, this is a term that I've come up with in order to have people think, or it is easy to scratch off. We're making sure that our product is easy to scratch the gold away off the. Let me just get a scratch map up for reference. That's our one. Let's try this one. So this is a scratch map once again. The top layer is going to be a gold, and you want to scratch that off to reveal the colors of the countries you've traveled to underneath. And a lot of complaints, or a lot of the reviews, the lower reviews are saying the gold is hard to scratch off, and it either rips or tears or creases or smudges the map underneath. So we are combating that by making our gold very, very easy to scratch off, either by laminating the bottom or having some other sort of scratch off material or a better pick. But basically I'm calling that easy scratch technology, which puts people's mind at peace. And again, I have come up with this term. It's not a thing that actually exists, but it's a marketing term that I've come up with so that people be like, easy scratch technology. They assume that's a thing. They know what it means because it's self-explanatory, and then they're going to buy the product and not worry that it's going to be hard to scratch. The thing you got to stress here is if I put something like easy scratch technology in the map, and yet I don't make an innovation or I don't make it easier to scratch, that's going to hurt me long term because it's going to come back in the reviews. They're going to say it wasn't easy to scratch, and that's going to hurt me long term because the top rated review will probably be like, not easy to scratch. That's going to take away a lot of sales. So you want to make sure if you're innovating on the product and you're marketing that innovation, the innovation is actually real and it is helpful to the customer. So then I've also put with map pins, because these are the accessories that our map comes with. Scratcher accessories. I'm not actually 100% sure what our accessories are yet, so I might come back in and change that one a little bit. And scratchable detailed US states. So another thing that people wanted, and I didn't actually put in the sheet, they wanted to make sure that the states of the US were scratchable. So you can see on this photo here that the states are all marked out, and in Canada too, and I guess over here in Australia too. Their states are marked out, and you can scratch them off one by one, because obviously people are going to do a lot of traveling because we're selling in the USA. People are going to do a lot of travel around the USA, and they don't want to wait till they have to take an international trip to scratch. That was asked for, and that's also in the back end of my keywords too. So I made sure that was in the title. Detailed was a keyword that people are looking for. And what I can show you here, I've put scratcher accessories, and scratchable in here, and scratch up again here. So you can see the word scratch. You don't want to overstuff it, and you don't want to have the same word like scratch like 4 times, but if you put variations of the word in there, it's going to do really well for that keyword. So that's the title. Let's drop down to these dot points, and you'll see a very similar pattern that is in my title, which is basically same sort of keywords are in here, and same sort of advertising the unique selling proposition. So you're allowed 5 dot points. And once again, if we go to edit product info, over to description, they call it key product features back here. And if you can't find how to add 5, it might start like this, or it might start at 1. You can simply click that add more box all the way up to 5, and then add your info in there. So what I've done is I've picked the 5 most sought after characteristics of a map that's included in our map, and put them into 1 dot point each. So the first one is that it's large, because remember, that's our unique selling proposition. Once again, I got the size, I got a keyword in here, premium again, and then thick, laminated, and then obviously the thickness of the poster, so that it's not only large, but it is thick. I wouldn't put 2 exclamation marks, that's actually a typo. I'd put 1 there, and so I'll go back and edit that. Then I got full true color world map. So once again, true color is not actually a term as far as I know that exists, but it sounds like something. They're going to look at the map and they're going to be like, that is really cool colors. They got full color up here, true color down there. So they're saying, okay, these colors are going to be awesome. Beautiful style and handpicked colors. Emphasize your traveled countries. Again, wording's not great. I'm going to get back in there, but basically that's what that dot point is going to be about. I'm actually going to put more info in here too, so that each dot point takes up 2 lines. So that'll double this size. So the dot points will be about this big, which makes the product just look a lot better, and it gives the people more information. It also gives the SEO a boost because there's more words to search. Easy scratch technology. There's that word again. It's got the word scratch in there. Gold scratchable. Top layer falls away when you scratch with our scratch pick. Okay. Scratch is probably in there too many times. I'll probably go back in there. I've got no residue. I want to change that to something else. It's not really called residue, but you got the idea. That's going to be the easy scratch technology dot point. Premium high quality scratch map. Construction suitable for a traveler. Again, got to do the wording a lot better than this. Classroom, gift, home, office. So that's a little bit of keywords in there, and also making them know to be sure that The map is super high quality, and you can give it as a gift. You can give it as a birthday present, as a gift. You can put it in a classroom. It's a professional looking map, and I might put that word professional in there when I go back and edit it. And then, of course, the other concern was that the map wasn't up to date or accurate, as was coming up in the keywords, in my keyword research. So custom cartography, accurate country, oceans, and island details. So you can see each dot point is associated with one very specific thing, and then it's going to highlight that and also have keywords in there. You can see scratch map, you can see maps in here, countries over here, countries over here again. You don't want to keyword stuff, so once again, I think I'm going to take out the word scratch in here, because I've seemed to have it 1, 2, 3 times, and then scratch pick, so 3 times in this one. I'm definitely going to cut that down, but you do want to make sure the keywords are there. So it's better to put too many keywords than too little keywords or no keywords. But the best way to do it is to put like a reasonable amount of keywords in there, maybe 2 maximum per sentence. Come down here to the product description, and you can see where that goes. That's just right up here. Now we're going to get what's called enhanced brand content, and that's going to let us, I think this guy might have it. He does not have it. Enhanced brand content will let us put photos in our description. It'll be much nicer to look at. I might just go enhance. So let's see if they have some images of it. Yeah, here you go. So in the description, you can see that they put images. So this is taken on a mobile screenshot, but instead of just having text, we can actually go in there and put images of a map, more descriptions of a map. We can put cool graphics or infographics. We can put flags and cool stuff like that, so that it makes the listing a lot higher quality. We can't do that yet. We have to register our business. We might have to trademark our company, and once we do that, we can then get that access. But right now it's just a wall of text, but it's fine because it's going to have people reading it. It's also going to have excellent SEO in here. I don't think I'm going to read it to you word by word, but basically what I've done is I've gone back over, where is that? There it is. I've gone back over our dot points in this. So you can see up here the size once again, because that's a USP, so it's always first. Unique selling proposition, that is, once again. The thickness, easy scratch technology once again, 100% up to date. So you can see it's basically these dot points reworded, make sure the keywords are still there, and then expanded upon. Premium, I was trying to be created with quality in mind, and it talks about the packaging, talks about a money back guarantee. So you're allowed quite a few characters here. I'm not exactly sure how many. 2,000 characters here. So make sure you fill this up. It doesn't have to be 2,000, but at least 1,000, 1,500 would be great. And you can put the keywords, of course, back in here. Again, don't overdo the keywords. I'm going to come back and I'm going to edit all these things, so all 4 of those aspects at the end, before we start to sell. So once we're in stock, once our photos are done, I'm going to come back in and I'll show you what changes I'm going to make, and then we can launch that. But it's not 100% done, but what I do like to do at this stage of launching a product is just having my ideas in there in a logical order that I can easily come back and make small edits to, instead of having it in stock and then having to write up everything. I like to do that ahead of time before the supplier sends over all our stock. So that's it for this video. That's day 11. I'm getting a little bit antsy to start launching this. I'm getting a little bit bored, to be honest, with this sort of theoretical stuff. I'm really excited to show you our snowball launch. I'm really excited to show you how to market our product, how to race up those search engine, how to race up the search rankings, so how to outrank your competitors, how to put in long-term strategies to make sure you stay on top of our competitors. And let's go have a look at what our scratch maps are doing over here. So scratch map on all. I'm going to give them a jungle scout to see how their sales are still going. So you can see this guy's still doing 120,000. All of these listing quality scores are high, which is very interesting because this is not actually normal. Got a 7 out of 10 here. Average price is $26, which is pretty good, seeing how we got a $6 purchase price. But you can see all these listing quality scores are really high, and there's a lot of people doing quite a bit of money. And a lot of people will look at this. We got a couple 150,000 down here. A lot of people will look at this and think that it is overcrowded. But once again, we do want to do so you can see that's enhanced brand content right here. So this guy's got it. This guy's doing well. I wanted to see his keeper graph to see how long he's been doing well for. You can see he dipped in, yeah. So he is selling extra, because you can see this green one right here is his sales rank. So you can see he was ranked just above 500, maybe an average of 500. And then Christmas came, because this is a great gift idea. And you can see he's dropped right on down, and he's under 100 in, what are we, office? What category are we in? Office products. So that is an incredible ranking, as you can tell by him doing $150,000 a month, or at least this month. That will bounce back up, and I do think it is currently December 23, so we are going to be launching this after Christmas for sure. December 23 in Australia too, if you're confused and you're watching this on the 22nd. It's about 1 a.m. here. I'm just finishing this off. So we are going to launch this after Christmas. We are going into a competitive environment that people have said they've tried. I've had one friend do it. We had that Hector guy on YouTube say that it was a bad product and he was only selling one a day despite his marketing efforts. He said it was overcrowded. Everyone's getting into it. I heard about this niche. I found this niche about 1.5 years ago, and it looked very similar. So it's not actually done any too much growth over that time. So I am curious to jump in and see how much money we can make here. I'm sure we can blow the 10 G's out of the water. I just want to see how high can we go. Can we compete with these big fish? I think we can. We are on a medium-sized budget, so we might take a few months to get up there. I also don't want to make any promises. We might not get up there, but the goal is $10,000 a month. If we can get there, that's going to be financial freedom for you. That's going to inspire you to take action. I hope you're taking action alongside with me. I've been enjoying this series a lot with you. I'm excited for day 12. I'm more excited for day 15 because that's when we start to launch this product. Please take action. Please get the masterclass, and please join the Facebook group, and I'll see you on day 12.